skids here. Yesterday was my birthday, and to celebrate it, today we're gonna hike Leidy Peak. So I'm filming, okay? Skids here, and so we just went past Steinecker. It's a popular reservoir. Now we're coming up on some cool cliffs and stuff. Okay, so we made it to Leidy Peak Trailhead in about an hour and a half from Vernal City, Utah. And to get here, I would prefer a four-wheel drive, but you don't need one because we got here without using one. But it would be good to have a four-wheel drive vehicle to get here. Right there is Leidy Peak. Oh, we found a cairn. Cairns are stacks of rock or rubble used to mark trails when trails are hard to point out. They sometimes do stack rocks, and they're called cairns. Here's a cairn right here. Okay, so we just found a really pretty spot right here. Super pretty. Okay, so right now, it's hailing right now, and it's so we're debating about going back to the car or continuing on. And a while back we saw some lightning, so that sort of adds on to the vote of going back to the car. Okay, so you can notice Leidy Peak by the long band of snow that can be found almost year-round on Leidy Peak. The very top is about 12,000 feet in elevation, and we're about to go to the top. Okay, so that stream over there, it's a runoff from all the snow on the mountain, right there. after another break. So, there's some weather coming in, and it's really cold out here. So, we're just gonna head back. But I was going to save this for the top, but I'll do it now. Leidy Peak! So, this was like so fun, and we're heading back to the car. We unfortunately couldn't get to the top because of harsh weather, but well, at least we went as far as we could before rain started pouring. We'll talk a bit more about the incident of having to go back before completely completing the hike. Down when we're back closer to the car. So we're back at the parking lot after about a 4-mile hike. We didn't exactly finish Leidy Peak, but it was because of safety. When you're out in nature, you need to be aware of safety and put safety first. So, because when we were up there, we saw storm clouds when we were heading up, and the temperature started dropping really low, and it started raining really hard. So we decided, and winding like crazy. So we decided to go back here. We went quite slowly, and it was hard to get to the top in time to beat the storm. So we decided to go back here and head home. But I didn't quit. So we're just taking a break along here on the side of Leidy Peak. It's like a really pretty view. And if you can see it down there, there's just a couple hikers, and they're like super, super tiny. Like so small. Lightning strikes were like super close by, and the thunder was definite. And so we were just like, okay, let's just head down back to the car. So we went down, and then we saw some people going down another way that we were like, oh, this seems cool. So we asked them about it, and they said it was like an easier, more gradual route than the one we were taking, and I think it's safer too, and it's easier to get to Peak. So right now, me and my dad, we just stopped at just a little area to have lunch and stuff, and just, yeah. And then once we're done with lunch, we're gonna get back up and start hiking again. So yeah. Crazy. I'm up here. It's just like, how did I get up here? I'm like so exhausted.
You did it.
Yeah.
You want to yell Leidy Peak?
Leidy Peak!
You're a little emotional? That's okay. When you do hard things, you do amazing things, that's what happens. You happy? Did you want to quit a few times? You didn't though, did you?
No.
Proud of you. Love you.
Love you too. So we're on top of Leidy Peak, but it's not quite time to celebrate yet. The time you should probably celebrate is once you're back safely in your vehicle or at home. So we're only halfway done. It's not celebrating time yet, but here we are on top of Leidy Peak, just looking around. Okay, so we just got off of that awful, annoying boulder field up there, and now we're back, sort of at an incline hiking down, to just like a flat meadow / valley kind of thing, and then we're gonna hike back to the car, which is about 3 miles, and we're gonna go back down to the Highline Trail, which is a trail that's just pretty close by that we can just go across when we're back home. So speaking of the Highline Trail, so something that inspired me to get outdoors and do this awesome stuff was an awesome movie called Highline, made by Outmersive Films Company, which is a really good movie that inspired me to just start doing outdoorsy stuff. So this is a shout out to them to let them know that they're a great company and they're the ones who inspired me and my dad to get outdoors more often. So we're back at the parking lot once again after summiting Leidy Peak. So I wouldn't have been able to summit Leidy Peak without my father, the executive producer, the film director, my personal YouTube channel director, and the editing director. I wouldn't have done it without him. He pushed me to pass my mental limits, and he let me know how strong, mentally and physically, I never knew I was. So we went there on the first attempt, and we almost got struck by lightning. Lightning was extremely close. There was deafening thunder, shaking so bad I could barely even stand up. And I was like sweating like crazy. So we headed down, and then the storm just randomly cleared up. And then it became like a really nice day. So we went on the west side, the southwest, westish side, to go up. Before we were going on the south side. Then we went on the southwest or just the west point to get up there. So we went up there, and so I sort of had a breakdown because I was just tired and scared, and I didn't know what to do. So then once we were there, I had another breakdown, but this one was for something that I never experienced in my life, crying for joy. Or crying because I was overjoyed. I've never done that in my whole entire life, except when I went to the top of Leidy Peak. So we went back down here, and well, we had a good time hiking back down. It was about a total of about like 8 miles, maybe more. So don't forget to click like, comment, subscribe, and remember to share on your social media account. This is Skids, who luckily survived almost getting struck by lightning, and who summited Leidy Peak, signing out. Dun dun na 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 na. Skids in nature.